These Miami condos and waterfront houses would turn anyone's brain upside down. But don't get too carried away imagining yourself sipping mojitos on your new beachfront condo balcony. First, consider get legal stuff, legal framework. Here are the key legal areas you need to wrap your head around. First, it's Florida's real estate laws. You will want to know the ins and outs of property ownership, sales contracts, and disclosures. Look for official state government websites or specific real estate or housing departments. Each state has its own set of statutes and codes that govern real estate transactions. Online legal databases such as LexisNexis or Westlaw provide access to comprehensive collections of legal materials. Don't skip over local zoning rules. They can affect what you do with your property, so it's essential to understand any restrictions or ordinances that might apply. Make sure you understand the requirements and process involved in verifying ownership. Also check for potential title issues such as title insurance and title searches. Nobody likes surprises when it comes to taxes. Get to know the property tax laws in Miami, including any exemptions or transfer taxes you might be on the hook for. Due diligence and property research. Once you and the seller have signed the contract and agreed on the terms, you are officially in the due diligence zone. This is the period during which you can exit the deal without any financial penalties or legal headaches. Use this time to do some detective work on the property. Start by digging into any disclosures the seller has to provide. In Florida, sellers must disclose any hidden issues that could affect the property's value. You will get these details once you start the escrow process. Get yourself a property survey. This little document will give you the lowdown on boundaries and easements, ensuring you know exactly what you're getting into. Then, check out the property's history. Look into past sales, who owned it before, and whether there have been any liens or limitations. Are there any pending lawsuits or zoning violations hanging over the property's head? Better to know now than after you signed on the dotted line. Check the sales contract and any disclosures docs or addendums that accompany it. Give them a thorough once over to make sure everything crystal clear and works in your favor. You will also want to double check that the seller can actually hand over a clean title to the property. No surprises allowed. Call the title company. They will provide you with a preliminary title report that reveals the property's ownership status. Remember to chat with your attorney about getting a warranty deed. This little piece of paper is like a golden ticket. It guarantees that the seller has a spotless title with no pesky encumbrances, easements, or outstanding debts lurking in the shadows. If you encounter any roadblocks or overwhelmed by legal terms, feel free to seek help. Your attorney is your lifeline, so tap into that expertise if you need to navigate tricky contract terms or complex language. Inspect the property. After you've checked the papers, get hands-on the property itself. You will want to hire a home inspector to give the place a once-over. They will check any sneaky structural or safety issues that could spell trouble down the line. It's on you, the buyer, to get the inspection done with the time frame laid out in the purchase contract. Depending on the property and location, you should bring in some extra reinforcement. Termite inspection will ensure those critters haven't been munching away at the walls, or a closer look at the drywall to ensure it's all shipshape. And don't forget all signs off on a drywall disclosure form. It's a little piece of paper that says the seller isn't hiding any drywall surprises. Also, if there is any uncertainty about the property boundaries or potential encroachment, you might want to hire a real estate surveyor. They will help you determine the exact layout and ensure no surprise are waiting for you. Verifying the seller's legitimacy. What about the sellers? Is he legit? Check out the ID and dig into official documents like deeds or title certificates to confirm they are real deal. It's never hurt to do a little background check. Make sure the purchase agreement is squeaky clean and that all the details match up. We are talking property description, payment terms, and any warranties. If something bothers you, don't hesitate to sneak up, because once you sign on the dotted line, you're locked in. Next up, closing time. There is where a magic happens. Before the big day, all the paperwork gets rounded up, including the deed, title insurance, and lending forms. You will also get the lowdown on how much money you have to transfer. When the big day arrives, gather up all the key players, sellers, agent, attorney, and a title company rep, and head to the closing meeting. Or you can do it virtually. If you're searching for the specialist, don't worry, I have all the valuable contacts. Do drop me a comment or DM me on my Instagram account, which is realtor.katya. Also, you can find my all information below this video. See you in the next one.